Hello, my name is Dan, and I am the designer of the patent pending ATM trailer. The purpose of this video is to help you understand the ATM trailer business. I have 15 years experience in the ATM industry. The ATM trailer is a mobile ATM whose time has come. What makes the ATM trailer practical is the availability of wireless internet technology, the growth of outdoor events, and of course compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act. A little history about the ATM business will help you understand the role of the ATM trailer and why it is a profitable business today. ATM stands for Automated Teller Machine. Although some banks own their own machines and they'll do many tasks, for our purposes the ATM does one main job, and that's dispense cash at the events. There have been many versions of mobile ATMs along the way. Most of them have been mounted in the sides of trailers, and for their time they did the job. The problem with mounting them in this way now is that they're too high and they cannot comply with the Americans with Disabilities Act, or the ADA. On March 15th, 2012, the ADA became applicable to all ATMs in the United States. Many people in the ATM industry believed that the mobile ATM was exempt from the ADA. But our questions to the Department of Justice, which enforces the ADA, assures us that there is no exemption. Therefore, the ATM trailer is compliant with the Americans with Disabilities Act as it sits. Each year there are thousands of outdoor events around this country, from fairs to expositions, auto races to baseball games, church fundraisers to flea markets. All of these events have one thing in common. They need to provide a way for their customers to access their bank accounts on site. Otherwise, the customer is limited to the cash that they brought with them to the event, and no event promoter wants to limit the customers to the cash they brought with them, and that's where the ATM trailer comes in. To understand the ATM trailer business, you must first have an understanding of the ATM business in general. This starts by understanding what makes a successful ATM, and to understand that, you need to have an understanding of what makes a great ATM location. Now, I know this may sound very elementary to some of you, but I'm making this video for people who have absolutely no experience in the ATM business and therefore need to know this information. But before I get into all of that, I want to talk to you about a common objection that people not already in the ATM business have. Many people say, well, I don't use an ATM, so I doubt anyone else will. I would reply to that by saying the ADA took effect in 2012, and when that happened, there were about 500,000 ATMs in the United States that needed to be upgraded or replaced. If people did not use the ATM, there wouldn't be 500,000 of them in the United States. The second objection that I commonly hear is that people do not want to pay for convenience. Again, I point to the 500,000 ATMs in the U.S. to disprove this objection. And besides, I'd like you to think about how many times you have paid an extra $1 for a loaf of bread or a gallon of milk because you could buy them at the convenience store. Sorry, somebody tried to send me a text there. But as we get to talking about the events the ATM trailer can service, the amount of the fee that can be charged and the amount of fee that can be charged, I'd like you to keep one thing in mind. People that will use the ATM trailer are already at events where they are already paying $6 for a hot dog, $5 for a soda. So trust me when I say that we have tested every single fact I will bring you, and we know that it'll work. If not, there would not be an ATM industry with 500,000 ATMs in the U.S. already. So what makes a great ATM location? The best location for an ATM is a location that has heavy foot traffic and will have a need for cash. In 2015, the government reports that 40% of all transactions are cash transactions still to this day. This means that 60% of the transactions are electronic. The issue is that merchants, the people selling and accepting credit cards, have to pay a fee for taking the credit or debit card from you. Merchants at these temporary events that I mentioned earlier don't take these cards for the most part because they don't want to pay the fees. It takes away from their profit. This means that customers at the events will need cash to purchase the goods and services at the events. Now, people have come to expect to use their cards everywhere. And since the merchants do not take the cards, there must be an ATM on site that allows these customers access to their bank account so they can get the cash that they need. Events with hundreds and thousands of people in attendance make a perfect location for the ATM trailer. There is a lot of foot traffic and they need cash. This means that the ATM trailer owner, this means profit for the ATM trailer owner. Most of our ATM trailer owners charge a fee from $4 to $6 to dispense cash to a customer. This fee is where your profit comes from. Transactions are processed through an ATM network via OptConnect, which is an encrypted wireless internet service specifically for ATMs. When transactions are completed, the processing network deposits the dispensed cash back into your designated account the next business day. But here's the really great part. Your profit is also deposited into your designated account the next business day. There's no reason in the world for anyone to hang on to your profit until the end of the month. That means that you start having a cash flow immediately from your ATM trailer business. So let's talk about successful locations versus successful event locations. A successful stationary location, for the most part, is considered a location that does 100 transactions or more a month. With a $3 transaction fee, the profit is $300 a month. The investment can be recovered in 6 to 7 months. While it is steady, it is an average of 3 1/3 transactions a day, and that's a slow and boring way to make money. By comparison, the ATM trailer will average 30 to 300 transactions per event, and you can do as many as 40 to 60 events per year if you work to get the contracts for these events. The ATM trailer charges a higher transaction fee because at events, everything costs more. If you charge $4 to $6 per transaction, you could realistically recover your investment in just a matter of months. But are there really events out there? This is a big question that we get asked a lot. There are 361 metropolitan statistical areas in the United States. Each one of these will have 10 to 15 events happening each weekend. In our tests, we have found that only about 20% have ATM services contracted already. This means that 80% of the events have a need for the service. 80% translates to a lot of profit if you work your business. Just like any business, you will get out of it what you put into it. Right now, temporary events are ripe for the mobile ATM industry, and everyone knows that ripe means sweet, juicy, and ready to pick. It's time for the ATM trailer. One of the questions that comes up is, where do I get the cash to dispense? Well, this is a part of the business. You must have cash available to purchase the ATM trailer and to dispense from the ATM. If you reinvest your profits back into the business, you will build up your dispensing cash. The more you have to dispense, the more you will make. So today is a great day to get involved in the ATM trailer business. I know this doesn't explain everything in detail. My goal is to give you a good idea of what the ATM trailer business is about, where the profit comes from, where the business comes from, and whenever you call me, and I will invite you to call me shortly, call me and I'll answer your questions and we'll talk about it. And we do have training available that's going to help you learn to contract these events, not only for one event, but for multiple events, multiple years of the events. Right now, what I'd like to do is talk to you about the ATM trailer itself a little bit and the options that are available for the ATM trailer. And this section, and it's part of the document that you can print off of the internet there, tells you a little bit about the options. The first option we have, the GenMega GT3000, is the ATM that we use for the ATM trailer. This is the original ATM that the ATM trailer was designed for. The GenMega GT3000 is a very good machine. We can fit 1 or 2 of these ATMs into a trailer. All trailer units with the GT3000 are installed at ADA compliant height, and so when you set your ATM trailer up, it is ADA compliant as it sits. The GenMega GT3000 comes with an 800 note tray. It can be upgraded to a 1700 note cassette. So there are upgrades available, and we can talk about those whenever we get closer to talking about ordering your ATM trailer. Media advertising. Media advertising is a monitor that we build into the ATM trailer that allows media to be streamed for potential customers to view. Many businesses, car dealerships, tattoo parlors, meat markets, banks even, a lot of these businesses in the community will pay to have exposure to customers at the events. The media advertising option allows you to run a profitable marketing campaign at these mobile events. It's an extra source of income that you can make off of the ATM trailer. Let's talk about security a little bit. As with anything involving cash, security is a paramount concern. We are concerned about it. We've never had an event that we've had a problem with an ATM trailer. But that's because we make sure in advance that we are secure. The ATM trailer is available with a removable hitch. The removable hitch allows you to remove the hitch and place it inside the towing vehicle or inside the mobile ATM trailer. That way no one has access to it, and the ATM trailer cannot be moved without the hitch being installed onto the trailer. Smart power for ATM operation. We have something we call ATM Smart Power by ATMtrailer, and basically what it does is it supplies power to operate the ATM and the modem for a period of up to 75 hours whenever shore power is not available. Shore power means regular power that's coming from a building or power lines. So with the ATM Smart Power, you can actually operate your ATM trailer virtually anywhere. And the great thing about it, it is not a generator, so there's no fuel to buy, and it doesn't produce noise or fumes. We do have a solar maintenance charger that is available to hook up to the ATM Smart Power. Basically, the solar charger is a 30-watt charger, and it can add about 30% life to the batteries. So if you're going to have a long event or a multi-day event, this is probably a good thing to have. Now, the solar panel is very impressive whenever it's hooked up to the trailer or when it's installed on the trailer. And a lot of people, they'll install it and they won't even hook it up, and even whether they need it or not, they won't even hook it up because it draws attention to the ATM trailer. It draws a lot of attention to the ATM trailer, and that's a very good thing for you. Speaking of drawing attention to the trailer, you can get custom graphics on your ATM trailer or no graphics. We have people who have ordered with no graphics because they don't want anyone to know it's an ATM whenever it's not opened up. Or we can put custom graphics on it or our generic graphics on it. Our generic graphics are very good. They get the point across. You combine the graphics, your graphics, or your custom graphics, or our generic graphics. Combine them with the ATM flag that's nearly 20 feet in the air, and it makes you a point of reference at any event. In other words, people are going to be able to see you from anywhere at the event in most cases. You can draw even more attention to your ATM trailer with a custom exterior wrap of the ATM trailer. We do have some people who have had wraps, and the wraps come out very beautiful. The graphics people that we use are very good at what they do. They're very experienced at what they do, and they use quality material that will last a good period of time. While at the same time, it's easy to change the graphics if you decide you want to change the graphics or change your message. GPS, we do have a GPS unit available that has free service for the first year, and then it's about $100 a year after that. This GPS system works on the cellular network, so it can be tracked in real time if need be. A geographic fence can be placed around the ATM trailer on the app or on the computer. If the trailer is moved out of that geo fence, as it's called, the GPS system will send text messages to whoever's on the text list and let you know that you need to start tracking it right away for law enforcement. And like I said, you can track it in real time. We can install a tilt alarm on the ATM trailer. It has contacts for the door that opens, and then has tilt sensors. Anytime that you are going to hook up a trailer to a vehicle, as you know, you're going to have to tilt the trailer one way or another to get it onto the towing vehicle. So we have this tilt alarm that we can install. It is a local alarm. It is not monitored, but it will make a lot of noise as we use something akin to a train horn to gather attention whenever this does go off. The ATM trailer can have a carpeted interior and also sheet metal lined interior. The inside of the ATM trailer is not open to the public. However, if you want people to know that your ATM trailer is as quality inside as it is outside, we can install these things, and whenever that door is open, people look in there and they see that they can that the ATM trailer is just as beautiful inside as it is outside. Another thing that we have is custom wheels. We can put custom wheels on your ATM trailer. Again, this is just an attention getter. Anything that we can do to add and get attention to your ATM trailer, people will remember. And when people remember, they'll use it. And finally, we can put interior cabinets. We do have some cabinets that we do put in. The ATM trailer does have supplies that it needs. The flags, of course, extra paper for the ATM. No telling what else you might come up with that you might want to put in there. So we put in interior. We can install interior cabinets as an option. These are cabinets that are mounted into the trailer, and they will lock. I invite you to contact us, ATMtrailer.com. Contact me at info@ATMtrailer.com. I look forward to speaking with you. My cell phone number is 806-683-1331. I invite you to contact me at any time, and let's discuss your ATM trailer and get you going in the business. And it's been great talking to you. Thank you for your attention, and we look forward to building your custom ATM trailer.